Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to restring your nunchuck. Now, this is one that I've already done, and this is the triple rope technique here. You kind of see the three pieces, and these are done without knots. So we'll put this here. I want to go ahead and set up what tools you're going to need with this. You're going to need about a yard of the parachute cord that we have here. You may want to use some needle nose pliers, something to cut the rope with. A lighter to kind of burn the edges down so it's easier to work with. And also, this is just a simple skewer, and what I use with this, it's really good to pick the ropes between the cords. So what I've done here already is I went ahead and took an equal portion of a yard, 1 yard worth of rope. I went ahead and spaced it, and the proper spacing is right here on your hands, so that if you do your tricks or maneuver, this is actually how you measure the distance between. So what I've done here, kind of show you, is that we go ahead and take this rope and string it through this area here. We're going to go ahead and take these ends and stick it back through here, and this is where I use that string to go ahead and poke that through the holes. I find it a lot easier to use this piece right here. Let's go ahead and restring that now. Okay, so we're back here at the restringing. We're going to go ahead and restring and pull this through the top, just like we have here. Go ahead and just pull that all the way through. Now, it's going to tighten up. Now, remember, we're not using knots in this scenario, so you constantly have to measure, and how the best way to measure, I've said this before, is just kind of put it on your hand. It should just lay there perfectly like that. And we're going to take this rope now and duplicate what we did over here, sticking it through the top and going down to the bottom. We're going to take this, slide through this, and when we get through the other side, I'm going to show you how to even this up. Okay, now finally we're going to get to this point where we're trying to get a knotless tie here. And what we're going to do is wrap the rope around here and use compression as the way to hold it in. So we take the end of our nunchuck and we actually spin it around. You just want to spin it around a couple times, at least 4. Get it just really tight. Now remember, we're not using a knot here, so it has to be tight as we put it in. Okay, see how we're getting a nice loop right there? Okay, so there's 2. We'll do this 2 more times. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to tighten it using a technique. Let's see how we're just tightening it down. We have the 4 knots. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use a nice technique and push these knots right in here using just your finger. And what will happen is as you build pressure on this by pulling it apart, it actually has a really strong grip. And that is the knot that keeps these things together. As my master says, Grandmaster Yi, he always wants you to test the nunchuck by pulling it apart at the beginning, and what we're testing here is if that knot's strong. We definitely don't want the end of this to fly off while we're flinging it around.